And we're going to talk about employment settlements and verdicts, 'cause I said I would. And what I got to tell you is they all vary. I have hundreds, thousands, whatever. I've been doing this since 1993. And if you have a case with a lot of people in it, obviously it's probably worth more money than a single plaintiff case. And when it comes to sexual harassment or racial harassment, witnesses make a difference. A case with witnesses who heard the sexual harassment or the race harassment or saw some aspect of it will make the case worth a lot more money. And if you get a group of people together who are sexually harassed, you might get $675,000. This is not a guarantee, and I'm serious about what I can do for you, but there was one for $675,000 I did, one for $672,500 that involved several women, one for $465,000 that involved 2 women. And so sexual harassment can be valuable. It's more valuable if the person actually treats for their emotional distress. If they don't treat, it's really them trying to explain how the whole experience affected them, which is difficult. A therapist obviously can put words into it and diagnoses, which make it much better and understandable. Some people just aren't very good at talking about how things have made them feel. And the hardest thing about emotional distress is to let the jury know how the whole situation made the employee feel. And I think you can imagine with me writing the way I write, which is 6,000 words a week usually for one of these scripts, I'm pretty good at helping the clients out with that. And next week, by the way, guys, it's going to be the Easter Bunny on the show. We're going to be back to scripted comedy, and that's going to be followed by Nizuki, the famous neuro nurse we've heard about, whose neuromassage clinic in Reseda. It's not Tarzana, where Dumas has an office in the back, is getting remodeled. She'll be on 2 weeks from now. So class actions are obviously big cases, and sometimes if you get a case with PAGA penalties, private attorney general penalties involved, the case is worth a lot more money for just a couple people. Just to give you some examples, I had one for $360,000 for 3 people last year. I had an independent contractor misclassification case for multiple people, not a class action. It was $800,000, but I had one for one guy, and it was $350,000 this year. So misclassification of independent contractor can be very big in terms of a case. On-call cases are also very big cases. I've had multiple cases where people are getting $450,000, $400,000, whatever, because they're on call 24/7. They should be paid overtime. The hours that they are actually at work start turning into overtime hours, because between midnight and 8, they were waiting to be called by their employer, and that should be counted as time that should be paid for. And